Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Let's talk about App State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Randall. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The quick out. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
That's an awesome-looking carry, and you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. Snagged in the middle, it's Stoneburner. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Stoneburner. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short.
Here we go, sack.
Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Bland. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Navy. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just going to keep it after the snap. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's reeled in. It's Longo. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Toss to the outside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
The Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal. But touchdown, Mountaineers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Stewart. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Right on target this time. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it for a big play. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stewart. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. To the air, it's Stewart. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Give to the fullback, fighting off the defender. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the 1st.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, App State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by 12 to Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Navy will go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Got it in the middle, it's Randall.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The run to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, it's a reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
And when these plays work, everybody goes nuts, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. But the 3rd down call, they use some misdirection. They go with the reverse. The defense, so disciplined, sound, run to the football and get the big 3rd down stop.
No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Gets it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.